Is that, I mean, as you kind of zoom the loss, is that what you think about the most, or like the final day of the race?
For sure. I mean, we fought hard in third quarter to get back in it. Back and forth game. Down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And then we went on that little mini run to get a 4-point lead. I can't remember how they scored before I missed a three. And Dennis Smith scored, and I missed another three. And I'm just thinking about those last two possessions because whether you try to run a play or just give me the ball to go score, I got to do something better with the ball. Those last two shots. If obviously I make that first one, we're not talking about it. But that last one really, for me, is the one that I can get a way better look than that. And got wrapped up in trying to hero ball my way to a hometown buzzer beater type situation. So that's what I'm thinking about, especially in the first game of the road trip. I was going to come off to a great start, but we gave ourselves enough chances to win. And it's not going to be pretty, but you can always close out a game better than what I did and what we did.
That's crazy that you guys have lost the last 4 years here.
Usually get a lot of juice from coming home in the crowd, and except the one game I missed. But yeah, it's like to have something to show for it. But they credit to them. They competed and fought hard in the first half to get a 12-point lead, and obviously we're not out of it, but they have a certain pride and ego around protecting their home court, just like they should. But yeah, we gotta get one next year, hopefully.
So here are two things. On the one hand, you get extra juice from playing at home now, but on the other hand, it sounds like you want to impress. How much more different is this type of game playing at home than another game?
It's always fun. I mean, I'm just saying that they obviously understand, who's coming into the building too, so they don't want to give us, anything easy. And they, especially how last night went for them, knew that they were going to come out aggressive and with a sense of pride, and they did that. And then I think the flow of the game. 31 fouls to 14. That's the ball game right there. Huh? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel good. I know certain guys are dealing with the early season minutes restrictions and increasing their load gradually over the course of the year. So I don't know what other conversations to have, but context of where we are as a team and how I feel individually, definitely feel like you want to play as much as you can early to try to build as much of a rhythm and win as many games as possible early, for sure.
That last possession, what particularly wish you did?
Understood how Dennis was guarding me the whole game, and he's probably not going to let me, just size up a three. There's so much room to go by and maybe draw a crowd, kick it, or get all the way to the basket. It's a pretty simple play in that respect, knowing how he, is pressuring the ball. He's a really good athlete, good defender, pretty strong on the ball. And I read it all the way wrong.
What goes into, yes, acknowledging it, but physically how important is that, given that the rotation is so different and much younger?
I mean, we can't use that as that is the problem where you have two guys that communicate a lot, Draymond and Loon, especially on the defensive end. You take for granted sometimes, how comforting that is on the floor. They're always barking calls, you know, demonstrative on that end of the floor. You know, when they're not on the floor, or whoever the other four guys are, you have to meet that level. And we haven't done that point blank. So, we had, I don't know how many possessions where, certain guards or wings trying to navigate easy switches, even if you feel like it might be a mismatch, it helps keep the defense or keep the action in front of us. And we were reacting pretty much the whole night, except that 10 minutes, middle of the third, beginning of the fourth. And so that's where you lose the game.
So what do you like about the minutes time?
He's been solid. I think he understands how we play. He makes simple decisions. He's staying aggressive. That's why he's here. He plays, great 5-on-5 basketball where he's just, making the simple and the right play, and you're pretty sure with the ball. And obviously he's making shots. So very impactful in his minutes. And, what they saw in terms of him bringing him in, he's proven his minutes can kind of move the needle for us in a positive way. For sure. I had a couple of conversations with him in between the last season, where just encouraging him to whatever opportunity he has to just stay ready. I think the stat line is pretty solid, across the board, but he's playing with a good energy and competitiveness. And, you understand how quickly things can change in the league either way, and you have to be ready for your moment. And early in this season, he's definitely, showing kind of what he's capable of, running a team, defending at a pretty high level, and it's awesome to watch.
Switch gears for a second. About 10 days, Europe kicks off at Davidson. Matt taking over. Played for Matt was there, I think, when you were playing. And what is the different personalities between Bob and Matt? And secondly, how tough do you think it is going to be for Bob to then stay away and retire?
I feel like knowing, I don't know what Matt as a head coach will be like. That's always a different element when you're at the front of the bench, and how demonstrative he'll be. And I know he's got it in there. He doesn't have to be coach. He doesn't have to be Bob. He doesn't have to be anybody but himself. So hopefully he can come into his own in that respect. I think he has a lot of trust from the guys to know he's ready for this moment and to pass the baton off to him, and excited to watch it happen. Got a great staff and an understanding of how to do it. So excited to see what that looks like. Saw Coach tonight. I think his title is Leader in Residence at Davidson College, which is a strong title for his influence across the board, not just with basketball program, but around the college and the campus as a whole. So he'll make his presence felt for sure, even in retirement.
Thank you.
Yes.